Chapter 8. Detectives Carson, Williams, and Corbin found Mario Giovanni eating his breakfast at the back table in Rosty's. The Chicago speakeasy was otherwise void of people. "May we have a chat with you, Mr. Giovanni?" Carson asked politely, approaching his table with a confident stride. "Sure," Giovanni said. "Have a seat. What's on your mind?" The three cops sat down and ordered coffee. "Where were you on the morning of July 12th?" Carson asked, getting straight to the point. "I come here and have breakfast every morning," Giovanni responded. "It seems like some of your boys were busy robbing 6 banks that morning," Carson said. "Not my boys," Giovanni protested. "Well, 8 guys got shot that morning, and 3 of them were known to be your boys," Carson pointed out. "Yeah, why in the hell did you shoot them?" "They didn't do anything wrong," Giovanni barked. "Because they robbed 6 banks," Carson reiterated. "They did not," Giovanni insisted. "The word on the street is Capone's boys did that. If my boys did it, I'd be having breakfast at the Waldorf Astoria." "So, what happened to Lucas Fontanilla? He seems to be a missing person," Carson prodded. "Yeah, I heard that. I haven't seen him lately," Giovanni slurred through his scrambled eggs. "Both cars we caught up with from the robbery were traced back to you," Williams stated. "Did you find any evidence of the robbery in either one of them?" Giovanni demanded. "We know they did it," Corbin growled. "How do you know?" Giovanni questioned heatedly. "There are lots of cars in Chicago that look alike. Did you find any money in either one of them?" "No, we did not, Mr. Giovanni, but we know they were involved in the robberies." "What proof do you have?" Giovanni demanded again. "We have lots of proof and several eyewitnesses." Williams eyed Giovanni coldly. "Well then, I guess you better get your shit together and go find out who did it." Giovanni smirked. "But it looks like you're just looking for someone to blame it on, and I'm not the one you're looking for. You should visit Big Al. I think the families of the guys you shot will be suing the city of Chicago for wrongful deaths. You can't get away with chasing down innocent men, shooting at them, and forcing them to drive into a bakery filled with innocent people. It sounds like you cops should be chasing the guys who committed the crime instead of the ones who didn't." "I'm sure we will be talking again soon," Carson said, sliding his chair back under the table. "Let's go talk to Capone." The 3 cops walked out the door, got in their Chevrolet, and sped off. "I'm afraid he's right," Carson said. "We don't have any eyewitnesses, and we cannot put either of those cars at any of the crime scenes, and we don't know where any of the money is. Everyone who could help us is dead. I know he did it, but he's right. We don't have one shred of evidence. The only thing we know for certain is that it wasn't Bonnie and Clyde, because they could only rob one bank at a time." Carson pulled up to the Green Mill. "Let's have a chat with Big Al just for the hell of it," Carson said. They walked into the smoke-filled room and headed straight to the legendary gangster's table. They had talked to him at this same table many times before. "What can I help you boys with today?" Capone snarled past the Cuban stogie that filled the corner of his mouth. "Just wondering where you put all the money your boys stole on July 12th, Carson asked pointedly. Capone chuckled. "The word on the street is that it was Giovanni's boys." Capone squinted through his cigar smoke. "Savino and Fontanilla were Giovanni's boys, you know that. The way I've got it figured is that Fontanilla stole the money from Giovanni and moved to California." "Interesting theory, Mr. Capone. But what we hear is that you found Fontanilla with the money and fit him with cement shoes," Williams said. "Really?" Capone growled. "And who told you that line of shit?" "Just the word on the street," Corbin interjected. "So, where's the money?" "I don't have the money," Capone remarked flatly. "Maybe you could tell us where you put it," Williams pushed. "I hope you boys find it, but you're barking up the wrong tree here," Capone laughed. "Come back when you make more sense." "We'll do that, Mr. Capone," Carson promised. "You have a nice day, and stay out of trouble, okay?" "I'll do that," Capone puffed as the cops headed for the door. "Shit, we don't have anything to stick on anybody, but Big Al did give me a few things to think about." Williams said from the back seat of the Chevy. If we could find Fontanilla, we could figure it out. Maybe you should make friends with some fish in the lake to help you find him, Carson said sarcastically. Who ended up with the money? It sure points to Fontanilla. I wonder if he took all the money to California. He could have gone to any place in the world. We need to look into his personal life and figure out if he wanted to run away from his wife and family. Maybe he fell in love with one of the girls in the speakeasy and wanted to start a new life away from Giovanni. Disappearing was probably the only way he could shake the stench of the mall. There are lots of other guys in Giovanni's outfit who could have either hidden it for Giovanni or hid it for themselves. As far as that goes, Corbin responded. We haven't even found any of the other Lincolns that were supposed to be involved. Altogether, there had to be 6 getaway cars, and 4 of them are unaccounted for. Doing 6 banks at once really had our boys running in all directions. Williams was exasperated. All those cars have to be somewhere. We need to talk to the feds and see if they've come up with anything out of the area.